Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what time of the day it is for you. Welcome to today's show. I am your host, Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a coach, educator, and speaker, and I'm also an authentic broadcaster. Each and every time that I press the live button, I am coming forth to provide education for all of my supporters so that they will no longer deny themselves of walking into their calling and purpose. But the education I am providing you will teach you how to tap into your soul purpose. I'm excited because not only am I on TikTok, I am on YouTube, I am on StreamYard, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. So, invite everyone that you know so that they can come to and get themselves educated. Yes, because as an educator, I'm providing you with real information so you can change your life, enhance who you are and what you are looking to do, and at the same time add value to your family and all the people that you are around. Listen, I do not take it lightly. I show gratitude and appreciation for everyone who shows up. And not because the information I'm giving you is free 99. I want you to take note of what you're getting. So don't just come here and yap, yap, yap. I want you to pay attention. And when the question time comes around, I want for you to have questions to ask. So both our times will be valuable, right? Now, those of you who have not yet purchased my book, take a screenshot. You can purchase it from me directly and you can get it autographed by me. The book is a collaborative effort. This is my first book of 8. It's $19.95 and $6 for shipping and handling. And I am accepting payment via Cash App. My Cash App is in my bio on TikTok, and it is on the screen on all the other platforms. My Cash App is $ Daphne Clarke-Hudson. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. All right, that's me there, feature on the cover. All right, and please kindly stay until the end because I will be making an announcement that will be beneficial to you. All right, so are you ready? Let me know if you are ready. And remember, every time that you show up here, it's a participation sport. You hold your questions to the end, but I like to see energetic dialogue as we go through the broadcast. Now, for this episode, we will be discussing excuse me. Hey Bella, how are you, Queen? It's good to see you, Bella. Today's topic is it takes courage to succeed. It takes courage to succeed. How do you know when you are on the right track? That's what we will be discussing in this episode. I'm more relaxed now. I see Bella over there, so Mona won't have to be running back and forth. Thank you, Bella. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. All right, so each and every one of us, you and I, we were created for success. We were born brilliant. We are the ones who somewhere along the line, we decide that we are going to be settling for mediocrity. We are the ones who make the decision to get distracted about all of the busyness that is going on around us. We are the ones who begin to say, I am not good enough. We are the ones that say we are not educated enough. We are the ones who said this person is better than us, that person is better than us, and we have all of the excuses that we choose to use to back it up. Well, it is my intention this morning, as I show you all of these pointers, that hopefully you will begin to utilize to show yourselves that you are on the right track. And if you find out along the way that you are not quite on track, you will find these steps beneficial to begin using them so they can guide you on the path to success. So now, let's go over them. And as you take your notes, I'm going to encourage you to do two things. On the note that you are, on the page that you are taking your notes, I want you to draw a line down the middle. Divide the line in two parts. And as I give you the pointers here, you're putting them on one side. And the ones that you have already, you're going to put them on your side. Everyone I'm giving you, put them on one side, all together. And anyone that you can look and say, oh yeah, I already possess that, you put it on another side. And as you do that, you are going to be able to see other pointers that I will not be mentioning, but you know that those are qualities that you have. All right? So the first quality, I don't know why the Spirit said quality, but the first quality that you need to be courageous enough in saying to yourself, I'm going to become successful, is the ability to say no, this is not the right time. I'm out of here. Or yes, this is going to be for my greater good. So I'm going to step it up. Or you said, no, I'm leaving. You know, some people, they are in situation and it is hurting them in every aspect of the way. So they keep staying there and keep suffering and suffering. Although they know in their hearts of hearts, it is time for me to go. And they are not going. They stay there and suffer and blame other people. You got to be courageous enough to say when to stay. When you stay because you want to step it up. Or you say, no, I'm done. I'm out of it. I am going to leave. Remember, we are talking about it takes courage to succeed. So, know when to say, I'm going to stay, I'm going to step it up, or it's time for me to leave. Remember, you are doing it for yourself. Hey, greetings, my brother. I thought you were here last week. I saw you here last week. How are you? So, remember, everything you do, you're doing it for your growth because you want to make a difference in other people's lives. So, if you know it's not good for you, don't stick around. Take the courage to say, I'm out of here. Number 2, you are willing to go above and beyond what they say the call of duty or what is expected of you. You're the type of person who looks for every opportunity to make a difference, looks for every opportunity to make an impact on the job. You are the one who is always asking, oh, is there anything else I can do? Is there anything you need help with? You're going beyond the call of duty. And because why are you doing that? Because you know you want to learn everything you can. Because you know you're looking to catapult yourself. Like what is his name? Hussein Bolt. I did that and right away Hussein came to my mind. You know, so you are not a slacker, in other words. Yes, because you are always willing to go above and beyond the call of what is expected of you. You're not somebody that they will catch slacking off. You're not on the phone when you need to be doing what you need to do, unless that phone call has to do with the task you are working on. You're not slacking and stealing time because you know, I have a vision here. I have a goal. I got to be about this. So I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to gossip. So you know you are on the track when you are willing and consistently going beyond, above and beyond what is expected of you. You know you're on the right track when you're willing to courageously fail. Number 3, you fail. Are you not bent out of shape with it? You look on it, what happened, and you learn the lesson. You are willing to courageously fail so that you can succeed later. So when other people are looking at the failure, you're seeing it as, okay, this is a lesson learned. I didn't know that before. Now I know. Now I'm not going to repeat that. So y'all don't have to worry about me. I got this. Yeah, I got this. I am so much closer to succeed. If I did not have this experience, it would not be able to help me to learn what it is I need to do so that I can succeed on my next effort. It's like taking a test or an exam. You got to make a mental note of all of the questions, because when you want to figure out, I wonder which ones I got wrong and which ones I get right. Why didn't I pass the exam? You can't just be angry that you didn't pass. You got to learn the lesson, because what? The next time you go back to sit that exam, you want to know, what was it why I didn't pass? Was it, hey, Ashley, how are you? Was it that I wasn't fast enough? Did I lose time and doing all the questions? Or did I really not answer all of them correctly? So you are courageously failing so that you can succeed in the next sitting. Number 4, when you are working to build your courage to succeed, you have strong action bias. You know that there are some leaders and even some business people, they do everything they can not to make any mistakes. They do not want to put the effort in to get the result. They're more saying, I'm not going to try that because you know what? I might make a mistake. When you're building your courage, you don't have time to think about making mistakes. You have strong biases against those things. You are putting forth every effort you can to get the result. And you're saying to yourself, so what if I make a mistake? I'm going to look on that mistake. I'm going to dissect it so I can find the lesson in it. Number 5, when you're on the track to succeed and build your courage, you set courageous goals and you are willing to do everything to succeed. And there are always goals that people tell you, oh, you'll never do that. Has anybody ever said to you that you can never do something? And a lot of times I'm saying in my inside, okay, what? Just watch me. I smile and I say inside, just watch me. Because folks get up every day to discourage you. So when you set your goals, when you're working towards your success, you cannot set goals that are easily achievable. You got to set goals that will allow you to challenge yourself. Why? Because as you succeed, others are watching you. Some are watching you close up, and some are watching you from a distance. And they want to know how you do that and how you do. So even when you do not get to your plateau of success yet, you are still grooming and training others, whether directly or indirectly. All right, so for those of you that just joined us, we are talking about it takes courage to succeed. How do you know when you are on the right track? And I'm going through all of these pointers so that you'll be able to take inventory of directly where you are. I think I am on number 6. I think I'm on. So let me just, number 6. You are always willing to take accountability and responsibility for all of your actions. Nobody don't have to tell you you mess up. No one has to tell you when you mess up, because you know and you step forth and you take responsibility for it. Whether in your personal lives or in your professional lives, you are willing to take responsibility and accountability for all of your actions. You're not pointing fingers. You're not passing the buck. You're not blaming somebody else. You said, I am responsible. Even if you find yourself in a position where you should have given somebody the direction for a certain task, and you know the directions you gave was not really on point, and that is what caused the person to mess up, you take responsibility and you say, you know what? I messed up when I gave Daphne the directions to do that. So I want to take full responsibility for what the outcome is. And we are going to revisit that. That speaks volume about who you are. And that tells you that you're on the right path to succeed. You know you're on the right path, number 7, when you are willing to lead change instead of being affected by it. You know, some people just hate change. They don't want to, they just want everything to be the same way. No change. Don't move the chair from right there. That's where the chair has been for 12 years. Why are you going to move it now? Instead, you're the person that said, listen, let's paint this room this color. Let's do this and let's do that. Because it's going to bring more life to the atmosphere. You are the one who is willing to lead change. Anything that is about to be happening, you want to be the first one up. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And let's give it all that we have. Yeah, it can't hurt. It can't hurt. Let's go for it. Amen. You're always the first one to say, I am in. Let's go for it. Instead of sitting and mopping and complaining, I don't know why we have to do this. I don't know why we always have to be changing stuff. No, come on. Let's get this thing done. Let's get this thing done. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm all in. Who is with me? Your name is always in the number one position. Number 8, you are always someone who communicates your story very well. You know who you are and you know what you are about. So you're always willing to be in the place of vulnerability. You're not hiding anything. You're not holding back. You say, well, listen, this is my journey. This is where I came from. This is how I grew up. And you say it with pride. You're not holding back. You're not ashamed of who you are, because you know who you are is just a part of the process. You know your beginning is not the end of who you are. You know that this whole thing is a destination. So you are not going to allow your humble beginnings to stand in the way of your great brilliance. So you always communicate your story extremely well. And you say, you know something? Here is what I am working on. So this is where I've been, my story. Here is what I'm working on. And you know it like clockworks. You know it like clockworks. And you are committed to it. You are committed to it. And no one can get you off track or discouraged about it. That's how well you are committed to your story. You are always asking questions, not to anybody, but you're always asking the right questions to the right people. Why? because you are looking for the correct answers. You know, some people will talk just to anybody just because they want to talk. You think through these things before you approach. Some, you do your research, you see who is into such and such a thing, and you say, you know something, I'm going to do everything that I can to get to talk to XYZ. And when you go to talk to XYZ about it, you have a history. So you are always in a position to have a follow-up question for the first one. And what happened? You show up with your little notebook. You show up with your notebook, or you show up with your note cards. I know that people are high tech now, and people are turning up with their phones, but let me tell you something. Have your backup to write, because when you write with your hands, it sticks in your brain. So don't just go to talk to somebody, go prepared. Because you know what? Once you show up prepared to ask the right questions, they see you that you are not ordinary. They'll say, boy, every time Daphne comes, she always have a notebook. And somebody said, yeah, I noticed that with her. Everywhere I go and see her, she's always writing. She's always writing. So get into the habit of writing. Number 10. When you are working on your courage to succeed, you are a lifelong learner. Every opportunity that you get, you are learning something. You do not necessarily need to register in an academic classroom. You might be going to University of Google, University of YouTube. You might be going to your library. You might be calling somebody up and picking their brains. You might be listening to shows like this. You might be listening to podcasts. There are a million different ways that you can be committed to being a life learner. There are too many opportunities for you to learn something, for you to be sitting around twirling your fingers and not learning something. It doesn't matter what. Just say, I need to learn something new every day. You pick what that something is. All right? So for those that are just joining the broadcast, today's conversation is, it takes courage to succeed. How do you know when you are on the right track? And I'm just going through some of the pointers for you to take inventory to see if you are on the right track. And if you are not yet on track, you can get yourself in line to go to be on track. All right. So let me just go over the points that we just covered. We are up to number 10. So number 1 was you courageously know when to stay, when to step it up, or when you to know to say, well, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. It's not worth it. Let me get on to something else. Number 2, you are willing to go above and beyond of what is expected of you. Number 3, you are willing and courageous to fail because you know that's going to point you towards your success so long as you use the lesson. Number 4, you have strong action biases. You take opportunities whether or not you think you are not capable of succeeding, but you are giving it the action. You are taking the action. Number 5, you set courageous goals and you are willing to accomplish them. You don't make things easy. You always do what you can to challenge yourself. Number 6, you always take accountability of all of your actions. You know you are responsible. You are not somebody who is blaming anybody else. And number 7, you are willing to lead change instead of being affected by it. You say, come on, let's go for this. Who is in with me? You are always the first one to volunteer for the change. Number 8, you communicate your story extremely well. And you know where you stand in this world. Yeah, you know what you're about. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. Number 9, you are always asking the right question to the right people. And number 10, you are committed to lifelong learning. So I hope you pay catch up if you just got here. So now let's move on to number 11. This is a big one. This is a big one, especially for women. Number 11. You know who you are. And you own your place in this world. The reason why I said this is a big one for women. And listen, I'm not going to apologize for what's coming out. There are many women who get into a relationship and they forget about who they are. They have completely lost their identity. Some of them out of dependence. Some of them because they cause themselves to be manipulated and mismanaged and mishandled. Many of them lazy and they don't want to go out and earn for themselves. And for want of a better word, they have sold themselves out. They have gave their power completely away. They are stripped of their power. They are stripped of their self-worth. They are stripped of their values. If that's you, I want you to claim your power back. If that's you, you got to take stock of where you are and know that that's not where you belong. Know who you are and own your place in this world proudly. Take a stand for yourself. What are your values? What are your morals? Stand tall for that. Stand tall. Know who you are. Even when you are alone, stand tall. Listen, ladies. You don't always have to have a man in your life. But have your values, have your standards, know what you're about. And you know what? Once you do that, when the right one shows up, he's going to honor you for who you are. He's going to honor you for who you are, and he's going to respect you for who you are. Number 12. You know you're on your way to success when you use setbacks as stepping stones. You're willing to use your challenges and struggles as a way to learn. Yeah, I know this happens now. But let me just breathe. For example, thanks, Spirit. For example, yesterday, I went in my car. I started my car and I heard a little sound. And then I attempt to reverse and there was a struggle. I tend to go forward and there was a struggle. And I said to myself, what's going on? And I said something to myself, I'm not going to let this stress me out. So instead, I knock on the neighbor's door. I ask her, can you give me a ride to such and such a place? And I said, can you ask your husband to help me to just push my car back in my driveway? Because by now the car was like blocking the walk path where people walk. I live like on the main road and people have to walk on the sidewalk and it was blocking it. And I said to myself, I'm not even going to stress it. I went where I was going. I came back last night and this morning, when I'm through with this show, then I will address the situation with my car. Why am I sharing this? I could have been stressed out. I could have said to myself, I'm not going to do the broadcast this morning. And I could have been ripping my wig out. Instead, I said, let me slow down. And I'm going to learn the lesson. Because last week, I noticed my car wasn't really running the way it's supposed to. I should have gone to the mechanic then. Instead, I did not do that. So the next time that happens, I will use that as a learning lesson to address it. Number, excuse me. Let me drink a little water. I got to moist my column. Water is good. Water. All right. Number 13. You know you are on your way to succeed when you are more driven by the journey than the destination. You enjoy the journey that you're on. You are not bent out of shape about the destination. Because you understand that so long as you are diligent in what you are doing, the destination is going to be amazing. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to enjoy the journey. Use benefit. Okay. So you know, listen, this is the journey I'm on and I am enjoying it. And you know what? When you are so driven by the journey, when the destination comes, you have no other choice than to sit back and relax. And you look and you say, look at it. This is on me. This is on me. Thank you, universe. This is on me. You allow me to complete this. You allow me to finish this. Number 14. You are somebody that you are a creator. You do everything to be a creator. You're not just a consumer. What do I mean by that? You're always doing something. You're busy with your hand and your mind. You're always creating something. You are not a consumer. You are, oh, hold on there. Oh, give me a minute. Let me take this up. Oh, yeah, yeah. My apologies for that. Yes, you are a huge creator, not just somebody who consumes. So you are adding value. Always. You're looking to add value. No matter what the circumstances, you are looking to add value. Always. Always looking to add value. And last but not least, you always welcome tough conversations and never shy away because you're always courageous about the difficult answers because you know it's going to be uncomfortable, but you still accommodate the difficult conversations. Why? Because you took every opportunity in all of those other 14 steps we went through before. Not that you know it all, but you are prepared. And in case you don't have the answers during that conversation, you would courageously say, tell me more about this. You know you have great leadership potential when you do that. And as you are asking that question to tell me more about that, you are writing it down. You are writing it down. Regardless of how difficult, you're not saying, oh, no, I don't want you to ask me that. It doesn't matter how tough, you want to be a part. And do not be part of a gathering where conversation is going on and you don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, be a part of it. I remember when I was living in Connecticut, and I I used to be working at the housing authority, and I think sometimes the director was thinking that I was at more board meetings in the community than I was at my office. And sometimes it was true, but guess what? That had helped me to build strong community involvement. Because all of the decision makers, I was sitting around the various tables with them. So it's not only that they're heard about my name, they could put the name with a face and they would say, well, oh, she is the one who said such and such in the meeting. She is the one who suggested we do it this way. She is the one who said, and whatever it is that you say. But let me tell you all something. I was never sitting around those tables with my mouth closed. I'm always saying something. There were times when there was 2 or 3 of us sitting there. Because those of you who know Connecticut know how Connecticut is made up. But you think I backed down? No, sir. Yeah, I was proud to be a Jamaican sitting around that table. I was blessed to be invited to sit among those people. And I used my time there wisely. I remember when I formed the Multicultural Parents Day in Danbury, Connecticut. We had in excess of 500 folks to attend the first Multicultural Parents Day on a Sunday. Amazing. So many different ethnic dishes from across the world. So many different salads and desserts. I never backed down. Many times I was the only Black person there. But as far as I was concerned, I am a human. I don't care. I'm not intimidated by anybody. I was there because I needed to learn how to make an impact, how to create a diverse, strong community. I remember once I was the parent school coordinator for Danbury Children First. And let me tell you something. There were times when I went to the Board of Education meetings and the languages I would hear being used pertaining to Latino students and Black students, it's like you ripped my inside out. And I had to stand poised as I respond to everything that was said. So on your way to success, you can run away from those tough conversations. You have to go towards them head on. Even when it allows the hair that you don't have on your skin to rise, you got to stand there and be poised. And as you reply and you begin to scan the room with your eyes, you notice things like these, like people are hanging their heads in shame because of what they have said. So, as I tie up this episode this morning, each and every one of you you are already a success. And all I can say is that I hope you will use these pointers to tweak where you are looking to go. Do not allow any situation to derail you from your dreams and your visions. Fight the good fight. Put all of your energy in it. Learn everything you want to learn. Ask questions of the right people so that you will get the correct answers. You can do this. You can do this. Ask for help. Don't you think you're better than anybody else? Don't be prideful in asking. Success belongs to all of us. Success is our birthright. You might have never set foot in a college or a university. You are still entitled to success. You need to claim it. You need to define it. You might be listening to me. You might have been incarcerated or whatever. You need to concentrate on my phone. You need to concentrate on what it is you are looking to do and how you want to make a difference. Remember, you are the only one who can prevent yourselves from succeeding. Now, you remember I mentioned that I wanted you to stay for the end. I want to invite you to the master class that is happening on Friday and Saturday night. You can go to my website at daphneclarke.com. daphneclarke.com. Read about it there. It's the excuse me, transformative masterclass on forgiveness. Transformative masterclass on forgiveness. So check it out, and I look forward to seeing you on there. daphneclarke.com. And the transformative masterclass takes place on Friday night at 8 p.m. and Saturday night at 8 p.m. So long, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you on my next broadcast. Love you guys. Bye.